Right, we completed the twin challenge, whatever, twin dungeon. Twin dungeons, right. So we need to head back up there again, but I'd like to fix some problems I've noticed in the group. Major problems. Medora doesn't have a crushing weapon, and she doesn't really have any range capability. I think she has a couple of toxic grenades, which are worthless against undead anyway. She needs something else. I also need to get rid of the iron ore. Scarlet has crushing weapons. They're not great, but depending on the opponent, a skeleton will have defenses against piercing, bonus damage against crushing, so blackjacks would do much more damage. I have the necessary requirements for that. I suppose the biggest problem I need is I don't actually know how to do grenades, but even a simple shitty oil grenade or oil flask would be immensely useful, because I would light them on fire. We're not gonna get to level 6 anytime soon, so I need to do something now. Once we get to level 6 I get to get adept level abilities. I need to do something else. The mages cannot rely on a single damage type. It doesn't have to be multiple spells, schools of damage spells, although that would be nice, but at least have another Monora staff that I can switch to that does different type of damage. The earth actually does much more damage. It's a little bit more costly to fire, but we meet the requirement, so we don't really need another spell here. Teleportation allows me to do crushing damage, but the cooldown is so long. I'd really like to have something besides the air. Do I have water? It's not a great weapon though. Damage is too low. Ooh, I haven't identified this. Fortifying new cloth cap of perception. Actually, that's nice, because we're all about perception. Better wand. That's basically an upgrade. I don't really see any downside to switching. Ooh, epic. Where the hell did I get this? I need to go. Well, it has to be the twin dungeons. Less delicate metal armor of air resistance. Muted curse, negative movement, air resistance, strength 7. She's pretty much the only one who could possibly use it. Yeah, it's a minor upgrade to our current arm. It's about it. Violent Fine Wooden Earth Wand of Vitality. 30 hit points, allows you to cast Summon Wall. Cheap to use, does decent damage, and it's definitely an alternative. Yeah, I actually don't mind these at all. Problem solved on their own. So really it's the Medora who is the big problem here. Once we get to 6th level I'll go buy some more skill books. Okay. Range attack and crushing. Preferably grenades, actually, not just any kind of a range attack. I don't have the luxury of constantly switching items around in a fight. Usually every point counts. I need to be able to just ditch damage their way immediately. Probably can smelt these, but might be better to sell them. I'm literally unable to move there. Right. Can I do this in a better way? Like more at a time? Oh, thank God. How to make steel bars? Just burn it again. What do you get when you do steel? Iron gives you a sword. Doesn't matter now. I need one of two things. I need to either rebuy one of the two-handed crushing weapons I've been selling. I think I found two of them, or I need to make one. Another perception ring. Would that be worthwhile? Or do I have one already that I'm not using? Just a spot extra loot. How much money do I have? 3,800. Oh, I can. This is actually quite expensive. Earth resistance and resistance. Why? Plus one luck. Yeah, I already have all those. I'm using them for lockpicking. This would be a better armor overall, but we don't strictly speaking need this. And he doesn't have the weapon. I was also interested in books. Something that allows me to learn the recipe. Fire resistance, earth resistance. Terra cloth boots protect. Might be able to. Okay, how exactly does this work? Prices. Don't really have the barter skill, but I think Roderick has charisma. Might have barter from a skill, maybe? I mean, item. Right. I need the same item on two different characters. Accuse, that'll do.
Divines doubly bless you, friend.
How much is a fuse? Probably yeah, this is not a good item, they're too cheap. It looks like a single gold piece. Right, I need something that has value. Disarm trap toolkit, that has value. Ah, god damn it.
Salutations, Source Hunter.
My fuck, I can't do that. It stacks all of them, does it? Yep. Shit. Maybe I can do this 5 times. So, what does this cost? 54? I mean 24 each. What I want to know is the trap disarming tool cost 24 or did something else? It's 25. Well, if it was be 25, it should be 125, right?
So good to see you again, Source Hunter.
Yeah. So it takes the skill in consideration. And I can't just switch to another character and benefit from the skill. I think. Yeah, 24. Okay, just curiosity. But grenades, how the fuck do you do these? They seem, at least the flake grenades and smoke grenades seem to have a fuse. So fuse is very likely one key component. How do you make fuses? Shit. There should be a quartermaster here somewhere. I'm looking for basic books, anything along those lines.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
Yeah, basic equipment is what I'm after. More sneaking. That'd be useful. More lockpicking. We already have these. Do we have a hat of sneaking though? How would I see my own equipment that I'm wearing? Ah, god damn it. Just might have to make sure I don't have a hat of sneaking. I think I might have a sneaking... No, I'm thinking of pickpocketing. I don't give a crap about sneaking.
Well, Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
You could get a couple of extra points in sneaking. Not sure that's worth it. I'm not particularly interested in it. But, grenades. Okay, I'm guessing empty canister is what we're looking for. An empty bulbous cylinder stocked with pockmarked and tarnished brass. Embossed metal worker mark hails from a faraway military munitions factory. I can definitely get 10 of those. Empty grenade. 2 half spears of thick yet brittle stone. They are currently empty. Why not fill them with something exciting? How do you produce these? Actually, I can buy all of them. They're not that expensive. And I'm looking to make grenades. If I have to pay 300 gold to get 15 grenades, cheap. Rope. Probably the components here allow you to make them. I also have a lot of arrow shafts and arrow heads. I could probably make specialist arrows. Point being, I could probably create a lot of value that way, even though I don't have an archer. What would ropes be? Can I make fuses out of ropes? But it probably has to be mixed with something. What is it? We have a mortar and pestle. We probably had to grind something. Trying to think of what that something would be, though. There's nothing immediately obvious to me. I'll still get the components. Old wooden earth wand, this piece of crap. So we might be able to get something out of this. At the same time, I don't care, I'm not gonna use... Yeah, we want to summon wolf, maybe, that's why we're recording them. Roderick doesn't have anything interesting. Date at the end of time. Maybe you need to grind the bones. Avatar of Poison. No useful. This has no use. Neither does this really. Armor pieces could be turned into more valuable versions of themselves, though. We have a lot of these arrowheads that are not particularly useful. We have arrow shafts, probably easy combinations there. Surely I have more. Okay. Surely I have more crap to sell. Let's balance that shit. I'll get the money back some other way. Right, Jahan is currently carrying most of the extra crap. Some of the armor pieces could be turned into other things, at least middle ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had extra weaponry, things like that, that I'm more or less just holding on to. It's 1000. I have no use for these handcrafted swords. Is that it? No more crossbow. Don't care. Decorative wooden shield. Well, this isn't gonna make much of a difference, but we earned a little bit of cash out of this. Got all our money back. Right. I still need the... For God's sakes, the blunt weapon. Either I need someone to get me recipes, or I need to just get it. Marketplace probably like this location I ditched it. Use a canister and something else probably produces a grenade. Maybe even a canister and a fuse in some cases, like a smoke grenade or something.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
Snoot status. Move more slowly, receive less action points. It's a good debuff ability.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies, size seals
shard.
ever seen.
It's a depth level skills. Magically gain Constitution. 100% chance to set vitality boosted for 4 turns. Requires level 9. Everything requires too much. We need a
Let us see if you
recipe
can choose the
or
finest
something.
green.
Empty canisters again. Empty grenades. Take the fuse. More rope. Take the rope. What else could we need? There aren't that many items. Maybe like a skull or two? It's hard for me to figure out what exactly is the extra ingredient required.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest
Blubbering
veggies,
time. Yeah, this is
size
one-handed.
seals
At the
ever
same time, it
seen.
does a massive amount of... I don't have a skill for this weapon. It's a good weapon though. Oh,
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
I'll pay your price.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, but... Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
Halibut.
Why
sheep's
isn't
cheese,
anyone selling weapons?
tomatoes.
Where the hell did I got rid of the...
White cheese, blue cheese, old cheese, new cheese.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for
It's
farming.
probably the...
Well, what sort of
Mage.
arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
+1 crafting leather bracers.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
It's worth the 575. Could paid a lesser price by buying from the other guy. Still, crafting bracers.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
There aren't that many shopkeepers in the city. There are a couple here. Right. Fabulous 5.
Providing you can afford it, I'll be happy to supply you with all the gear you'll need while swinging swords
Plus
alongside
one
the
crafting,
Timeless
but we
Five.
already have that. Nothing particularly interesting. What is that? That's two-handed pierce. No, no, no. I want crushing. Surely someone sells a two-handed crushing weapon. Well, there's the mayor here. There's mayor and his daughter have trading options.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
Pitchfork. Adventurer's Guide Volume 11. I don't think we have that. Open and cut book. Improved cloth armor. Improved metal armor. Improved metal armor. Improved leather. Cloth.
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wiped those muddy boots on your way in.
We could shear sheep. Shiny, sharp sheep shearer's shears. Try saying that 5 times after a mug of beer. Might be worth purchasing. Never seen this like I talked to before. Esmeralda is still too.
Tus Jagetta, friend.
Potions of Fluid 6. Don't have it. Seven Field Guide. Have it. That's something I have. Yes. 10. Do not have. Didn't mean to insult you. Sorry about that. Large Constitution Potion.
Who placed this book here?
Poisoned
A
Arrowhead.
volume of poetry or novels?
Improved
Or
Crossbow.
mayhem.
Improved Bow. Improved Club. Improved Staff. Improved two-handed axe. Improved two-handed sword. Yeah, it's all improved spear versions and everything else.
Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
I want to know how it improves them.
Naughty, hasn't she?
It can't be just the same whetstone recipe, we already have that. It'll be something new. We have the whetstone, we have wheelstone, and we have poison, so we can create poisoned weapons, I guess.
Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I
Nail
think these books
fortified
got legs
branch. 9-inch nails, frost branch. Oh shit. Why aren't there any malls or things like that? Is it impossible to manufacture such weapons?
Kajdinar. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Okay, metal scraps and leather scraps can be used to improve armor. Also plate scraps, apparently. Empty potion and certain mushrooms can create probably poison. Poison cross arrow
Princess Buttercup
can
with the
create
blushing
poisoned
bottom.
arrow.
Städtecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all
Scale
things
scraps.
naughty, hasn't she?
Okay, so appropriate scrap plus armor is an improved on.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone?
It's a cloth armor, I
Shatsu.
think.
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
I'm not sure how you improve this. It's besides the point. I'm looking for the blunt weapon and grenades.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! What mayhem!
Fun with Fluids Volume 2, do I have that? Not at all. And I can read it without any problem.
The night and see-through.
I read it at some point though.
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Städtecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Probably read everything here then.
We'll place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! Mayhem.
Don't really see a reason not to read them again. There's pretty much no downside. Superior Dagger.
Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
Okay, where the hell is
I think
this
these
book?
books sprout little legs in the night.
I mean, I can clearly see it here, but it's sort of unclear where it actually is located here. Rat extermination.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs
Can't
in the
read
night.
it without it being counted as stealing. Okay, this wasn't particularly useful, but we got a couple of recipes out of it. Still, where the hell is the blunt weapons I've sold? I'm like 100% sure I haven't destroyed at least both of them, maybe one of them, but one of them should still be somewhere.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
Lockpicking. Loremaster. Lockpicking. Pickpocketing. Looks like good thievery stuff. And nothing really useful besides that though. Pickpocketing might be the most valuable in some sense. Okay, ring and gloves and boots. I have gloves of lockpicking. That's it. So if I could have a ring of lockpicking, that would be great. I have pickpocketing rings. I don't need any more of those.
I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We'll
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to
So we have
shop rather than
pickpocketing
sleuth.
besides rings. Yes, we have the boots. I think we had lockpicking gauntlets. And pickpocketing rings, right? For God's sakes. Didn't take long to forget. Yeah, pickpocketing on the rings. Gauntlets of lock.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth.
An expensive ring, but this would give us pickpocketing 3 and lockpicking 2 extra. 1,600, and I think I'll happily pay the price. If I go around pickpocketing or just picking locks, I can probably get most of that back anyway. This is something I might end up regretting, but yeah. Her back room, for example, would be a great place to test these out. Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm is better in general. It seems to give you extra loot from time to time. Lockpicking and pickpocketing. Right, still not getting what I want though. Feel like the best way would be to, yeah, go in through the back door. I'll visit the mage. We'll more or less have to leave things at that though. As far as the hunt for the weapon is concerned. He who smells it, volume who knows what. Do I steal it? Volume 3. Have I volume 3? Yes I have. No, one with fluids. Yeah, I've read that.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Oh, what now?
All is one-handed. One-handed, one-handed, one-handed. Oh, bells. Blacksmithing initiative. Definitely yes. Need to fuse this too. Nail bomb. Explosive filled with nails to 35 to 59 piercing damage, may inflict bleeding to all target. So surely I can't just put a bunch of nails in a canister. There has to be a trigger of some sort. But who the hell knows? I'm basically baking metal out of ores in this game, so maybe I should try the simple things first. Hey, where's the belt? Yeah, the belt. I don't think you have a belt. No one really has a belt. Initiative and blacksmithing bonuses. We do have to turn these investments into cash, otherwise I can't afford to buy the adept level spellbooks or skill books. Let's see if they have skill books here. Secrets of Scroll, Volume 2. Haven't read that.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
Blacksmithing belts. We already have that. No, two-handed crushing weapons. No idea what the hell would I do with that. So I want to look at the book. He who smells it, Volume 2. Do I have that? Yes. Stardust. Pixie dust. Right, that's actually moon dust. I'm somewhat interested in these. Moonstone, Mortal Pistol. Stardust and Bone Dust is Pixie Dust. Stardust is Stardust Earth, which we can have 7 of. And this is Pixie Dust isn't that hard of a thing to manufacture then. Right, any axe and some wood chips. Why would I make wood chips? Are they... it's not like they're gonna be used for armor, maybe in a grenade. There's still so much that I don't understand about this. Any kind of basic recipe involving grenades at all. Truck. Okay. I still need to get something going, though I don't recall where we dumped the equipment. I'll try to do something else first. Go to Esmeralda's back door.
Sorry, sir.
We should have the means to actually go inside. I recall where she is. Oh, yeah, level 2, definitely can go inside. No problem. Why can't I pick the lock? Do I have tools? I have tools, but I don't have the skills then. Wrong equipment set up.
But don't you worry. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor deer.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Perfect murder. So, you have determined to take a life. My sincerest congratulations. Savor this moment, friends. Taste the sweetness of the feeling that grows in your belly. Soon you will have sent a soul flying into ether. Your hand alone will have caused the fabric of existence to have undergone a permanent and undeniable change. You are preparing to undertake the most exquisite endeavor of your life, and you'd be remiss not to luxuriate in every surrounding moment. Chapter 1. Selecting your target. There are several questions to consider when determining which life is best to seize. The following are but a few to consider. Is the head of your intended victim sufficiently round and symmetrical to make an impressive mounted trophy? Does he or she have hair of sufficient length and health to spin into a lovely yarn for darning socks or throw rugs? Will his or her height provide for supple shoes, bags, and belts of a color that suits your eyes? Chapter 2. Choosing a modus operandi. Selecting the method with which to carve, strangle, or pierce your victim is in itself more a matter of art and of soul than the fact and science. Arrows are fine for sportive types. A dagger turns the carpet red as a valentine. Suffocating behooves lovers and mothers. Poison complements a bitter heart. In the end, select a method you believe best accomplishes the moral and spiritual effects you desire. Chapter 3. Execution. The most important and delectable step in any murder, dear reader, is the moment of execution. By this I do not mean the brute force of the violence, if a violent method you have chosen, or the interim, even agonizing between the administration of poison and the first sign of its effects. No, the moment to which I refer is that precise event when life leaves from the victim and the eyes transfigure, light to dark, flashing to still, bright to dumb. This is the holy minute, the minute when the act materializes, complete, no longer planned or attempted, but completed. This is the moment during which you write your name in the sky, for you have done something that, like the stars, cannot be undone. Chapter 4. The Afterglow. Now, the moments after the execution are hardly the time to worry about practicalities. No, this is your time to quietly reflect, to enjoy your transformed self, your transformed place within the cosmos. Make yourself a cup of tea if you please, or light a pipe. The details can wait. When you find yourself fully refreshed, you might consider what to do with the one person whose remains you must now inter or preserve, as is your pleasure. The easiest and most classical means of disposal is of course to bury the remains, but think long and hard about precisely which remains to bury. The civilized among us will know full well that waste is a sure thing. So if there is yet some function that may be wrought from the one person's remains, it is imperative that you do so. Might not a family of beggars appreciate a meaty rack of ribs? Might not a local tanner down on his luck thank you for a length of virgin leather? You do not deserve some special token, a keepsake for your labors? Once these matters have been attended to, you might concern yourself with removing the dregs of your efforts from your sight. A freshly rained upon bog is ideal, though a freshly dug grave in your local cemetery will hardly notice a bit of additional rubbish tucked in below the intended casket. Epilogue. If you have successfully completed your endeavor, you might find yourself wandering after and planning for the next. This is a natural and desirable result of executing, as you have learned, a perfect murder. Author wishes you luck and satisfaction as you explore your newfound passion. Remember, until you've
Don't you
reached
worry.
a dozen, you've hardly
Legionnaires are highly
scratched the
trained
surface.
soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but
Mighty
what if
gods,
you were
let's
to
live
be
alone.
ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Did the gods ever exist, or are they mere boogeymen created by fanatics and priests? Many have sought an answer, but I ask whether discovering the truth is worthwhile. I said that we do not need gods in our daily life, for if these supernatural beings exist, who is to stop them from enslaving us if ever they should deign to return? Definitely take the paintings. You gonna come here?
So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall
Are
you
these
on
plates
the
normal
battlefield?
or
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached, I've never bothered to.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
where the hell are the plates? They don't stack. Yeah, useless but pretty, sell it, 162. They're incredibly valuable. It's just that without the color it's actually hard to say if they're what they're made of. Tremor grenade.
Strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Blank earth scroll.
I'm just doing my duty. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, Millie. As long as I'm around, you're your hero.
Lucky rabbit's paw.
Whole world revealed before you.
Gonna take a quick look, see if something pops up. Ooh, there's a goddamn prison cell in there. That's something a little bit suspicious. It's got a lot of blood too.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
A lot of meat. Lucky find. Yep. Wonder what exactly can you get
If
through
only the
Lucky
popular
find.
girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
I'm not picking up food items anymore unless there's a good reason for it. I have no idea what orange does.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Seems to be something to do with drinks, so it might be a potion ingredient. I'm not picking blocks of wood either until I figure out a way to utilize the wood shavings. Not sure about eyeballs. Where in the hell would they be useful? Also, how do I... Yeah, we need to move this. There's no way to really move it. So how do we move it? Do I just destroy it? So I can light it up. We attack around in this game. Maybe there's a switch. It seems like whoever owns this place is not gonna do this. Either he's incredibly strong or there's a switch somewhere. You'd think it would be close by. Maybe move some of the hands. Out the way. There's definitely no moving this. Doesn't seem to really have durability or anything either. Maybe it's not intended for you to do it at this moment, so the game's sort of blocking your ability to go there. Is that truly it? I mean, I can't... I'm gonna try to bash it. Can't reach. I'm attacking ground. Isn't doing shit. Yeah. Doesn't look like I can fix it. There's likely a switch somewhere. I'm going to lean toward maybe it's plot related. So we need to basically figure something out before things evolve at this point. At the same time, I don't particularly see anything interesting there either, so I don't see why I couldn't go there. we'll see. I have my theories. Ooh, there's a bloody dagger, zombie paintings, paintings of a pig. Okay. We got money out of this. I suppose that's the more important part. I spent quite a lot to get the few abilities. I mean, this more or less earned quite a bit of it back. Don't sell it to Esmeralda, I guess. Still don't have the weapon I need. That's the and the grenades, right? Okay, let's see if I can at least fix the grenade issue. I have a crafting boosting items. Nails was definitely one. You don't have the correct items, right? Here, well, it's clearly a crafting component. I'm just not quite sure for what. I'll also add the mushrooms and things like that. They're likely poison. We can do from them. All fuses. Mortar and pestle. Yeah, we might have to ground something to a finer item before we can take advantage of it. Broken bottle. Is it really useless? I'll try to add some things like bones to the inventory too. Maybe we can grind them up and make something useful out of them. Bone powder, very likely. I'm trying to transfer items into my own inventory. Excellent. Hopefully I had more grenade components at least. Okay, seems to be as good as we can expect. I don't strictly speaking have the recipes, but I'm not sure we can do all types of grenades. They seem to be fairly expensive, but no more expensive than things we can craft through blacksmithing. Okay, there has to be an oil barrel somewhere. It's very likely needed to at least produce certain type of things. But where were oil? They're in the wilderness somewhere. Right, we encountered them in a few places. Strictly speaking, recall where? Broken bottles, empty bottles. Not this one.
Looking good.
We break a mirror, why would we do that though?
I'm drenched.
Maybe I left one of the weapons just lying around here. Certainly didn't break all the oil containers. Water. Although I very likely exploded most of them, so I'm not extremely water. Ooh, that could be useful too. Right, we could probably do poison grenades, but that's exactly what I'm not looking for. We're facing undead monstrosities, and I have toxic and poison grenades already. I want something different. Surely I didn't just exclude every oil barrel. No, I specifically recall trying to do something with the oil barrels. Maybe it was not here, but in the areas below the city. There's definitely quite a lot of barrels there. And the opposite.
Something.
Yeah, oil barrel level 1. Can I spot something? Yeah. What the hell is this? Okay. Animal hunt. Firestorm grenade. Harmless looking bottle deals 24 to 38 fire damage. Yeah, this is the type of stuff I'm looking for. It looks like it's a bottle and a rag. Maybe some oil. So maybe a bottle and a oil can produce this. Pickpocketing was one. What's the other item? That's extra air damage. Chance to bleeding, chance to stun. Anyway, we got what we can get. That's quite a good a find just by having a little. Is it the extra perception that I have? Another extra perception item. Just a quick look around. Right, we have our oil barrel, that's the important part. Need to be able to produce some kind of throwable item. I still... Where the hell is the two-handed crushing weapon? Okay. I suppose I could pick it up. Not sure if I have the strength to do it though. 60 pounds! That's a lot of for a single item. Do we have empty bottles? No, that's a bottle of wine. The potion bottle, maybe? I don't think so. Potion bottles are for a little bit different of a purpose. Okay, let's try empty canister. Not a recipe. Grenade halves, not a recipe. Does anyone have an empty bottle? A proper empty bottle, nothing extra. I'm pretty sure I've picked almost every type of item, at least a single unit of it. A huge amount of wine too. 3 empty bottles. Okay, that should be enough at least to do whatever we need to do. Okay, bottle. A bottle filled with oil. Okay, now this makes sense to me. Can we do it with a potion bottle? No. So it has to be a very, very specific item. Okay, we need a bottle filled with oil and let's look like. My first instinct would be to use clothing scraps. It's not clothing scraps. Is it a fuse? Yeah, firestorm grenades. I think we have to do prep work in general. How do we make a fuse though? Rope and something. What about hair? Okay, I need to make the grenade container plus something can produce weapons. But what's the difference? Is there a difference between a grenade and an empty canister? They're exact. The pricing is exactly the same on them. So is the weight. So I think they're interchangeable, really. What can do damage? Nails or one. Not a combination. What about this? Okay, nail bomb. Nothing extra required. 10 meter range, 5 meter exploding radius. So there is a difference. Broken bottle. I don't see how this is. Well, this is basically the same item as the nail bomb. Oh, it is. a potential combination but needs more crafting ability. I mean, glass shards are more potent. At least it's a recipe. What's the difference between the canisters? Maybe it needs to be added with something to make a grenade. No, this is stone. This is a metal cylinder. I think we need to add something to this. Then we need to add the fuse to that something, and we have something useful. Do we have poison? Yeah, it looks exactly like this, like a toxic grenade. We could probably like add ooze to it or something like that. We have active recipes for poison creation. This is mostly blacksmithing though. Maybe we can add intestines, that sort of stuff. I'm gonna go put some ooze in it. The few grenades we have actually have enough. In most situations, we would like to use other abilities. No, I need to learn how to make potions. It's a plague grenade. 75% chance is a disease status for 4 turns. Doesn't do damage. Disease lowers target's constitution and body build. Okay, so disgusting stuff. I'm pretty sure any kind of poison would do. But what's the difference between toxic grenade, for example? This is toxic. This is poison. Anything else? Yeah, we can do something a little bit different. We have the mortal and pestle. We want to try some grinding up some things. We should at least try to grind each individual plant, I think. Flour. About 2. We only have 1, so I'm not too eager to do it. Bones, surely. Bone dust. I think these basically need to be added to a potion bottle, not ground down. Fire resistance. Okay. Poison resistance. Air resistance. Small magical armor potion. Earth resistance. Water resistance. Minor healing. That's nice. So, penny bun mushrooms are healing. This is probably poison. Looks like a poison mushroom. It is literally a small poison bubble. What a combination. Can't say at all that helps quite a bit. Give me a poison and give me a grenade. It's not a combination. Can I hear and I was thinking maybe I can, oh for God's sake, do the iron bar thing, the thread, right? Makes sense to me. What about the rope? For the life of me, I don't get what we're supposed to. Maybe we can add oil to those. No, it's not a. You'd like to add something to it to ignite it better, but yeah, you don't actually need to do that. It's rope on rope is a fuse. I don't like these recipes. Sometimes these are very logical how things work, but sometimes they just don't make any fucking sense to me. Wonder what you can do with 9-inch nails in the other. Like, can I turn them into iron bars? Or something. Can I do tools with them? Antlers are something different. I need more tools. I need an axe so I can grind the wooden logs and the arrows and so forth. Okay, there's really only one thing I want to try still. It's the, can we use the ooze barrels to make toxic grenades? Still don't recall where I put the two-handed weapon. I guess I'll go in the Hall of Heroes and if there's a ooze barrel. If I can figure something out. You look weird. Nope. Do I need to do something? something first. Without a doubt, something can be taken from the ooze barrels to be used. It looks... Empty canisters looks exactly like the toxic grenades. But there's some kind of a step here that I don't see. How about fuse and empty canister? Would it basically create some kind of a grenade shell or a similar thing? It does not. How in the hell do you create poison clouds? How do you put ooze in a container? Mix some wine. To leave you up. Does it leave you with an empty bottle, basically? No. The empty bottles need to be gotten through some other means. And I have a ton of iron bars too that are actually worth quite a bit, but I can't produce a two-handed crushing button out of them. I can improve one. Maybe one of the other guys that we had in our group actually has them in their inventory. I didn't really consider that. I was pretty sure I didn't keep anything too important in their inventory, so I'm not so sure. At the same time, I can't actually say that I didn't. I could also just rewatch the video where I got rid of the plastic thing and see, but I guess we'll have to let it go.
The last test! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Great. One-handed weapon. One-handed. Fork and spoon. Fork and spoon. Fork and spoon. Fork and spoon. Is there no way to just make a goddamn crushing weapon? I mean, we literally know how it has to be done. But we don't have what is going to require. It's going to require an anvil and a large bar. But it'll produce a standard sword or an axe if we do it that way. Not useful. Nails. Don't do shit. Steel produces an axe. Iron produces... Maybe it doesn't require metal, and that's the problem. I'm trying to do it the wrong way around. What if we go with a wooden log? Don't expect much. And here? What would it be? It's basically a head of a mole or something like that. I don't see what it could be. I think it's more or less just a normal recipe, but you need to have the recipe to it. There are no blunt weapons at all that I can produce. Well, any club to improve a club, any poison potion. Suppose I could do a nail fortified branch, but it's not a two-handed weapon. Large iron, large steel. But a dagger... Ah. 3 steel bars, a handcrafted steel bar. Right. It's an axe. Steel is axe. Iron is sword. Spear is a branch and a dagger. Would a branch and a anvil be something we're looking for a blunt weapon? We have branches, I'm pretty sure about that. Quite a few of them, in fact. Maybe if we combine branches, it's gonna be blacksmithing anyway. Okay. Has to be a way to do it. I'm gonna try to combine 2 branches. That actually works quite often. I mean, assuming they're like iron bars or things like that. It is a combination. It's more crafting ability. I can raise my crafting with a homemade earth stack. Well, good idea, but not exactly what I was looking for. Maybe a branch and a large steel bar. Large iron bar. I mean, it has to be something fairly simple like that. I would need a single something. A single idea how to make a blunt goddamn weapon. I suppose we could try with the smaller bars. But usually you need the bigger ones to produce anything worthwhile. Ah, crossbow. Without a bowstring. Okay, what about steel? No good. How the hell do you make bows? We combine thread, maybe with a thread. Maybe with a hair. No, you probably need thread and the bow itself. Nope. Maybe just blacksmithing or something. Yeah, I'm going to have to bail on this soon. We just smash these things to bits. Need a hammer. Maybe combine hammer with something. Maybe. Can I just break one of these for component parts? Not like this at least. Alright. Yeah, I might be able to figure it out eventually, but I don't really have ideas at the moment. Then I think I've wasted enough time on this. I've learned quite a few things. I don't regret doing this, but how the hell do you do a... What's the use of wooden logs? Ready to be whittled into something more remarkable here. That's right. So we need an axe to whittle it down. Something more one-handed. I think I just destroyed the two-handed maul we had. Made like a large steel bar or something out of it. Large iron bar. Yeah, wood chips. That's nice, but soften them up to avoid. Okay, soften them up. Is that a hint? Oh no. That can't be it. I have water, I'm sort of sure of it, in some containers. I haven't been collecting it for a long time though, so there's probably not a lot of it. Water balloons. Not sure I want... How the hell would you do water balloons either? I mean, water is easy to get, but what do you combine it with? I don't think I have water. Really, I have beers and wines and things like that, but I've given up on collecting water. Nah, yes, I have got some water. It's not a combination. It could be that we could use a water barrel though, but I don't see the difference. Okay, either way I guess we'll have to end. But we don't have to do shit, but I've wasted enough time.
Something interesting.
What? One-handed unique axe. You just spotted a unique axe here in the middle of nowhere. I guess we might as well take a closer look at this place. One-handed. Good axe.
What's that gleam?
Yeah, what exactly is it? We spotted something again. Hard to say what, though. I've read that before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's too many items here, it's pretty much impossible to say if you've spotted something worthwhile or new here. I spotted something new, but what? Like a billion items here. But somewhere here. Maybe it was the same item spotted. But with a different character. He felt the need to comment on it. Can't really see anything interesting. Is it this one then? No, I've read this. Okay, I'll run through the other areas here since there seems to be a way to earn extra things. I see your inventory.
Heard any good tales, my friend? What is your expression? This meant...
Okay, Medora, go away for a while.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. But
Rawr! That is bear daughter.
Arrows, dagger, nothing of real importance. I suppose she has some useful items, but
I am on the trail, Source Hunter.
You call to Wolgraft. He awaits your query. A wide smile shook.
nothing particularly interesting.
You call to Wolgraft. He awaits Wolgraft.
ready to advance, ready to defend. My hand to your...
Really what I need is a single goddamn recipe that has some kind of blunt component. I can probably figure out at that point what exactly do I need to combine to get what I want.
The Weaver's gaze goes through you, almost as though you aren't there.
Alright, doesn't look like there's anything particularly interesting here. So I guess we'll just go back, leave it at that, start exploring again like normal. Could go back to observatory, I guess. Don't see any downside to that. We would more or less just take a look at that with the edit perception. You have your edit perception items, don't you? Hunter's Garden. What is it? It probably needs some kind of wooden component. I wonder if does it really need a metal head though. Maybe combine different type of metals. Steel and iron. Haven't really tried that ever. Worth a try.
Report, Scout!
Maybe you need to use an anvil on a wooden stick. Double wooden stick. That provides a staff though. Nothing of interest here, right? I suppose we could take the pillows. We can rest here. The pillows can be turned into wheels. Branch itself is already a one-hit crushing weapon, so that's understandable why you can really just combine. Well, it does create a two-handed weapon though. The staff just isn't a warrior's weapon. Okay, what if I put a branch here? Probably isn't gonna do shit. Is all weapon production anvil focused? Yeah, it's anvil plus something else. Anvil plus a dagger creates anvil plus a knife creates a dagger. Ooh. Sharpen a stick to create a spear. I think something plus a branch creates what we want. More or less, maybe even would ore suffice? We want a head for a two-handed weapon. Maybe a hammer and a branch? I'm confident that the branch is the key, no matter how you look at it. Just a question of what with the branch. Have I tried steel bar? I think I have. Probably. Steel and iron. Antidote? I don't know. I could spend quite a bit of time before anything here happens, so yeah. Bail, bail, bail. Oh, we got something useful out of this. A lot of grenades, please. Tremor grenade. Right. Why the fuck is it so hard to do? Either way, we can search the northern section of the hunted areas. Any kind of two-handed weapon that's blunt